Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Let me welcome you to our presentation today. So today we are going to present our presentation about the importance of studying foreign language. So first, let me introduce myself. My name is Vidya Mukti C. I am from Universitas Negeri Semarang. And I am here as the Master of Ceremony. And then the rest is my friend. So guys, please introduce yourself.
Well, thank you. Let me introduce myself. My name is Berlian Agung Anugrah. I'm from Riau Islamic University. Next.
Hello, my name is Fadlan Fauzan. I am a PMM student. I'm from Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. Next.
Hello everyone, my name is Feni Febriana. I'm from Islamic University of Riau.
My name is Lusi Septari. I'm from Islamic University of Riau. Next.
Hello, my name is Sukma Fatania. I'm from Islamic University of Riau. Next.
Hello, my name is Ramadhan. I'm a PMM student from Muria Kudus University.
Okay, my name is Rahma Aulia Nurhartanti. I'm from Universitas PGRI of Semarang.
Hello, my name is Siti Hamidah. I'm from Islamic University of Riau. Thank you.
Thank you. So before we start the presentation, I would like to explain that our discussion today is aimed to open someone's mind to be interested in learning foreign language. And then without any further ado, let's just start our presentation today. And the first is the introduction, which will be presented by Fadlan Fauzan. So Fadlan, please take your time.
Thank you very much for the given time. And right now I'm about to talk to you about the introduction of our project. Introduction. Language is our primary source of communication. It is the method through which we share our ideas and thoughts with others. There are thousands of languages in the world. Every country has their own national language in addition to a variety of local language spoken and understood by their people in different regions. Some languages are spoken by millions of people and others by only a few thousand. In global world, the importance of English cannot be denied and ignored since English is the most common language spoken everywhere. English is one of the most used languages in the world, even outside of countries like USA and the UK. Many people can speak and understand English if you include people who speak it as a second language. An estimated 1 billion people worldwide speak English. On top of this, 67 countries have English as their official language, and there are 27 countries that have English as their secondary official language. Throughout the countries, the British Empire expanded and ruled over many different countries, including most of the ones just mentioned and many more. In many cases, the British forced the people they ruled over to speak English, and some of these countries still speak English, even if it is not their main language. People often talk about English as a global language, with more than 350 million people around the world speaking English as a first language and more than 430 million speaking it as a second language. There are English speakers in most countries around the world. English may not be the most spoken language in the world, but it is the official language of 53 countries and spoken by around 400 million people across the globe. English is not just about being able to communicate with native English speakers, it is the most common second language in the world. Currently, English is the primary language of not only countries actively touched by British imperialism, but also many business and cultural species dominated by those countries. Thank you very much for the given time. I would like to give it back to the moderator.
Thank you, Fadlan, for the introduction of our discussion today. And then the background of this presentation will be presented by Maya Sukma Fatania. Please, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, moderator. I will explain the background about the importance of studying foreign language. Next slide. Language is a means of communication to convey a person's ideas, thoughts, and feelings. Language is also used for today's area of globalization. Humans are not only required to master their national language, but are also required to master a foreign language in order to support the need to communicate with people around the world. Therefore, mastery of foreign language is very important to communicate with people other countries. In the world of education in Indonesian, foreign language subjects have been applied in school. From primary to secondary education above, a foreign language is one of the compulsory subjects, such as English has been taught since elementary school. Foreign language other than language English taught in senior secondary school, among other French, German, Japanese, Arabic, Mandarin, and more. And mastery of foreign language is a must in this area globalization like this. Why? Because it is of the language is an important instrument for communicating with people other or can also be called a tool to communicate. For example, in work life, one of the requirements that must be done is mastering a foreign language or in learning many books. Book in foreign language and lots of product from abroad foreign speaking countries, especially since the global market. So in the rate, we are required to be able to speak a foreign language so that they can keep up with the times. So we can conclude that mastering a foreign language is very important in this modern era to survive with the times. Each country has a different language. For example, Japan uses Japanese, Korea uses Korean or Hangul. Therefore, to overcome the solution language differences in communicating between countries, use language. English is becoming an international language. English has used by several countries and become a Malaysian language between nations. English is one of the most important language for master because English is a tool for communicate both oral and in writing. English is one language that can help use in a tool communicate, trade, social culture, science, education, entertainment, and technology. Therefore, be aware of the importance of mastering or foreign language or English than the government of Indonesian. Law on National Education System 2003-15 foreign language can be used as the national language of instruction in certain educational units to support foreign language skills learners. That's one of the most important reasons why we should learn English at school. Thank you, and back to moderator.
Thank you, Maya, for presenting our background discussion. And the next point will be about why studying foreign language, which will be presented by Lusi Septari. For Lucy, please take your floor.
Okay, thank you, moderator. Next slide. Thank you. I will explain the first problem or material the importance of studying foreign language. I will discuss about why study foreign language. Foreign language impacts the daily lives of members of any race, creed, and region of the world. Language helps express our feelings, desires, and queries to the world around us. Words, gesture, and tone are utilized in union to a positive broad spectrum of emotion. The unique and diverse methods human beings can use to communicate through written and spoken language is a large part of what allows to harness our innate ability to form lasting bonds on another. Starting making from the rest of the animal kingdom, the importance of communication is often overlooked. The step or great problems in communication, misunderstanding, and mistranslations are complete. It's urgent To believe that one can travel the world and expect all of mankind to understand his or her native tongues in order to travel the world, whether for business or pleasure, a desire and willingness to adapt to new culture and method is necessary. Adaptability, of course, includes the ability to communicate with new people in various dialects. Being unable to communicate in a country in akin to living with a serious impairment. It is very difficult and near impossible to adapt and get along with new people if there is no way to communicate with one another. Additionally, the ability to communicate in multiple languages is become more and more important in the increasingly integrated global business community. Communicating directly with new clients and clients in their native language is one of the first steps. The funding is a lasting, stable international business relationship. Being able to do this automatically puts any multilingual person millions ahead of his her peers in the competition for the jobs he presents positions. Language is such as a key asset to settings of children for success in their future professional adventures that his school across the nation and almost every Western country require at least 2 years of a virgin language. Most institutions offer opportunities to learn further. The impact of multilingualism can be tracked to even more fields. A doctor who can communicate with his her patient in the native tongues is much more likely to have success at diagnostics. A scientist or internet capable of explaining his findings and ideas to his peers will be able, expected, and perfect in work. Even if his peers could not understand him his first language. Any hiring manager in any company in the world will tell you that the ability to speak a foreign language is a pretty commodity. Therefore, it is up to you create and comfortable environment in which your child and grow to learn the completeness of language. The communication skill that your child learns early in life will be the foundation for his her communication abilities for the future. Strong language skill aren't an asset that will promise a lifetime of objective communication. From Omniclat, many English speakers seems I believe that wherever you are on holiday, you can get be speaking English. So there is point in learning any another language. If people don't understand you, all you have to do is speak. Slowly turn the volume, and you can more or less get away with this. As long as you spend someone who speak English wherever, if you want to venture beyond this such place, to get to know the local tourist things, minus knowing the local language is necessary. Most people in the world multilingual and everybody can be no one is riskily exhausted from another language. Community experts strong lags of attempt and error ever. Different language protects and nourishes the growth of different culture, where different pathways of human knowledge can be discovered. They certainly make live reserve for those who know more than of one of them. If your family spoke a particular language, in the past year make one to learn is a possibility to teach it to your children. I call also be useful if you are assess your family tree and some of the documents you find are written in a language foreign to you. Okay, guys, that is my explanation about why study foreign language. Thank you. Back to moderator.
Thank you, Lucy, for explaining why we should study foreign language. So the next is the importance of studying foreign language, which will be presented by Berlian, Agung, Anugrah. For Berlian, the screen is yours.
Well, thank you for the opportunity and the time, moderator. Okay, back to the topic. The second statement on the problem. What is the importance of study foreign language? Learning a foreign language is both time-consuming and troublesome. I still recall in high school and in college, spending hours trying to memorize hundreds of vocabulary words in Spanish and Japanese and a dozen of ways to conjugate verbs. I still feel cringe when thinking about the deep embarrassment of those awkward moments when I try to express complex thoughts in front of my foreign language classes using kindergarten level terms because of my limited vocabulary. Although these were difficult times in my international academic training, I certainly do not regret it. Looking back over my 20 years professional career in public policy and international business, my foreign language training people and inspired me to think globally about my future, helped me make great friends around the world, and opened the door for me in my career. In short, learning foreign language did not just give me ways to communicate with people in other countries, but it deepened my understanding and appreciation for the rich and complex world we live in. Today, with the world's borders more porous than ever, I believe foreign language training is meant to be an important part of any serious student's academic curriculum. Well, recent scientific research on the brain suggests that learning foreign language makes students smarter overall. Among the many benefits, it increases students' mental focus, reading and writing abilities, and even improves mathematics skills. I do not know if my geometry or calculus grades jumps up because I was studying Spanish or Japanese, but it did sharpen my critical thinking and broaden my perspective about the world. It opened my mind to new cultures and new ways of thinking. It gave me the chance of consider reference cultures against my own values and traditions, and give me a deeper respect for our multi-phase world. Through language learning, I was exposed to different sets of aesthetics, cuisines, philosophies, politics, historics, and traditions. All this classroom learning naturally became the catalyst for me to travel and study abroad to further enhance my international education through seeing and experiencing foreign cultures. One of my most rewarding parts of learning foreign language is that it's helped me to make connection with people overseas. It is amazing how people's perceptions of Americans abroad change when they speak the language of their host foreign country. For me, it immediately transferred the way people perceive me from an outsider to a friend. Even though initially my conversation skills were quite elementary, it allowed me to build the trust more quickly and to establish a stronger relationship with people. In my small way, through the time and resources spent to learn foreign language, I was showing honor to the mother countries of this language. In short, if we are serious about educating global leaders for tomorrow, we need to have students who can engage many different societies and be able to be cooperation between them. Foreign language must be important of this endeavor. This pursuit of foreign language education should not be considered a luxury to be so by a few. Rather, foreign language instructions should be a core element to our education and taught as early as possible. I think that's all that I can explain to you. Back to the moderator. Thank you.
Thank you for the highlight about the importance of studying foreign language. And then the next is the benefits of studying foreign language, which will be presented by Muhammad Ivan Ramadan. For Ivan, please take your time.
Okay, thank you for the moderator for giving me time. Now I want to explain how about the benefits of study foreign language. Here are our top 10 benefits of learning language. The first is connect. One of the most rewarding aspects of the human experience is our ability to connect with others. Being able to communicate with someone in his or her language is an incredible gift. Knowing the language makes you a local no matter where you are, opening up your literally and figuratively. You will be shaped by communities. You will be humbled by the kindness of strangers. You will build lifelong friendship. And for these reasons alone, you will see the reward of learning language for many years to come. The second is advance your career. Language skills can be a significant competitive advantage that sets you apart from your monolingual peers. They are among the top 8 skills required of all occupations, no matter your sector or skill level, and the demand for bilingual professionals is rising exponentially. In fact, between 2010 and 2015, the number of US job postings specifically geared toward bilingual candidates more than doubled. Employees are seeking professionals who can communicate seamlessly with customers in new and expanding overseas market, as well as serve and sell to a large foreign-born population here at home. With more than 60 million US residents who speak a language other than English at home, you don't need to get on the plane to put your language skills to work. As an added incentive, in many instances, language skills also lead to hiring bonus and increased salaries. Whatever your career aspiration, with language skills added to the mix, you're ahead of the crowd. The third is feed your brain. The many cognitive benefits of learning language are undeniable. People who speak more than one language have improved memory, problem solving, and critical thinking skills, enhanced concentration, ability to multitask, and better listening skills. 4 is deepen your connection to other cultures. Language is the most direct connection to other cultures. Being able to communicate in another language exposes us to and fosters an appreciation for the traditions, religions, arts, and history of the people associated with that language. Greater understanding, in turn, promotes greater tolerance, empathy, and acceptance of others, with studies showing that children who have studied another language are more open toward and express more positive attitudes toward the culture associated with that language. 5. See the world. Traveling as a speaker of the local language can revolutionize the trip abroad. While monolingual travelers are capable of visiting the same place, travelers who know more than one language are more easily able to navigate outside the tourist bubble and to connect and interact with place and its people in a way that is often inaccessible to those without the language. 6. Go to the source. In a world more than 6,000 spoken language, we sometimes require translation, but speaking at least one additional language empowers us to access information that would otherwise be off limits. 7 is become a polyglot. Not only does learning a second language improve communication skills and multiply vocabulary in your first language, but research shows that it makes picking up additional language a much easier feat, especially among children. That's because when you learn a new language, you develop new brain networks that are primed and ready when you embark on learning a third language. 8. Boost your confidence. Any language learner can attest to making his or her share of mistakes while discovering a new language, often in front of an audience. It is a necessary part of the learning process. Learning language means putting yourself out there and moving out of your comfort zone. The upside is the amazing sense of accomplishment you'll feel when conversing with someone in their native language. 9. Strengthen your decision making. Studies show that decisions made in your second language are more reason-driven than those made in your native language. Contrary to popular assumption, when we deliberate in a second or third language, we actually distance ourselves from the emotional responses and bias deeply associated with our mother tongue. The result? Systematic and clear-headed decision based on just the facts. And the last is gain perspective. As we explore new language and culture, we naturally draw comparisons to what is most familiar. Learning about another culture sheds light on aspects of our culture, both positive and negative, we may not have previously considered. You may find a greater appreciation for what you have, or you may decide to shake things up. Thank you so much, and I will give back to moderator. Thank you.
Thank you, Ivan, for giving us 10 benefits of studying foreign language. All right, for the next point of our discussion is about the advantage of learning foreign language. So for Feni Febriana, please take your floor.
Thank you for the moderator give the opportunity to me to convey about the advantage while learning foreign language. And the advantage of learning foreign language are mushrooming as the world becomes increasingly globalized, and bilingualism is now perhaps the most useful reward skill to ever exist, rather than just being a nifty party trick. If you are thinking about making the effort to learn foreign language rather than expecting the words to accommodate your monolingualism, you are rare breed indeed, blossoming into the impressive polyglot that aspire to be its 100% visible with Nike approach and mindset. Foreign language study is all about learning how to truly communicate and connect with others, an incredibly important life skill that can only be cultivated by interacting with people. When you master a foreign language, you can exercise your new superhuman power of being able to understand what someone is saying, recall the proper vocab and grammar, put the vocab and grammar into the proper context, and reply back, all on the spot and in the timely manner you have connected. And that is what it's all about. So, why is it important to learn a foreign language? Basically, the advantage of learning foreign language have the ability to set you up for success in nearly every aspect of your life. Learning a foreign language opens up a world of job opportunities. It's not a secret that learning a foreign language can improve your employment prospects. More companies than ever are doing business in several, often dozens of countries around the world. But they can't do it without hiring people who have a grasp and at least one foreign language. Even in small local companies, chances are that the ability to speak a second language will set you apart from other applicants. Foreign language study grows your brain. Studies have demonstrated the cognitive benefits of learning another language, no matter how old you are. These studies have shown the bilinguals tend to have bigger brains, better memories, are more creative, better problem solvers, and etc. Not only do these advantages make it easier to learn yet more language, they also make it easier to learn, well, anything. The ability to quickly switch between tasks is especially important in today's busy multitasking world. Bilinguals can switch between tasks much faster than their monolingual counterparts and can handle many more tasks at once. Studying a foreign language makes you more open-minded. Foreign language study is simply part of a very basic liberal education. To educate is to let out of confinement and narrowness and darkness. Learning a foreign language and getting sucked into the entirely new culture and worldview is the surest way to become an open-minded, understanding, tolerant individual, and that is absolutely priceless. Once you are aware of the fact that we are all cultural beings, products of our own environments, and that you recognize the cultural base for your own attitudes and behavior, you are ready to consider others in more favorable light. Seeing the world from the different perspective and understanding where you are and others come from is this fantastic, eye-opening experience. Foreign language study helps you better understand your own language and culture. Learning a foreign language can actually pull a sort of reverse psychology and provide you with a better understanding of your own native tongue and culture. This is one of the most unexpected advantages of learning a foreign language. You will become much more conscious and of not only cultural customs, but of the grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation patterns of your first language. This likely explains the improvements in listening, reading, or writing skill the foreign language impart for the former monolinguals. That's all from the advanced learning foreign language. Back to moderator.
Okay, thank you, Feni, for providing so many advantages of learning foreign language. And the next point is about how is someone able to learn a foreign language, which will be explained by Rahma Aulia. For Rahma, the screen is yours.
Next slide, please. Okay. How is someone able to learn foreign language? There are so many methods that a person can do when he wants to learn to speak English. In this current era, many learning programs provide students with integrated class so that someone can master English lessons. They provide a lot of assurance to their students from reading, writing, listening, and speaking English, of course. The cost is quite a lot to be issued according to the desired class. However, with the development of the technology era, now a person is also able to learn foreign language with application features that we can find on cell phones or other sophisticated communication tools. Besides that, there are many ways you can do at home to learn English, with daily habits, of course. When we watch foreign films, we can use them to learn the language that is conveyed in the film. There are so many methods that we can use, but back to ourselves whatever we really want to learn. Of course, if you want to quickly learn a foreign language, one must be committed to learning it. Ability to generalize rules and patterns. Have you heard about the defense language aptitude battery? This is a test given by the US military that assesses someone's potential for mastering a foreign language and how well they might do with a language that is usually considered difficult for native English speakers like Arabic, Chinese, Japanese, or Korean. Nothing on the test requires and English speakers to actually know foreign language. Strong communication skills, someone who's good at expressing herself and intuitive about understanding other people will have less of a barrier in a new language. I'm sorry. Simply put, people who are good with people are the same people who are good at getting a start on a new language. This is especially noticeable at the beginner level, when some people can achieve language goals like getting and understanding directions to the train station or expressing that they need medicine for their headache. Even though their fluency may still be very limited, they use gestures and inference to get things done. They problem solve and figure it out because they have strong communication skills, and that experience can encourage them to keep learning. If these people don't give up, they have a great chance at learning. One warning her told people with strong communication skills with goals on that and don't put in some efforts, as other learners can run into future problems like making persistent grammatical mistakes because they are able to communicate even when their accuracy is imperfect. Still, they have an easier time than others. Thank you. I will give back to moderator.
Thank you, Rahma, Aulia. And the last is the conclusion. And the conclusion will be explained by Siti Hamidah. For Siti Hamidah, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. I will give a conclusion about our material. And my conclusion is learning a foreign language is needed by someone who wants to improve his quality, especially English, which has become an international language. A person will be facilitated in various aspects, regardless of age, both young people and old people. Mastering a foreign language is able to provide great opportunities in life, but whether in education, the world of work, doing business, or communication. Knowledge of English opens a way for someone, especially in the area of sophisticated technology like now. A person will be
Sorry,
able to convey
can you repeat
the result?
Because the signal is not really good. So can you repeat it from sophisticated?
Hello guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, my connection is bad. Okay. Knowledge of English often a way for someone, especially in the area of sophisticated technology like now. A person will be made easier to give his abilities in work. He can be more easily recognized when he is able to convey the result of his effort to many people. Of course, the foreign language that accompanies him can convey to people from various countries. And for the why study foreign language? Language is impact to daily lives of members of any race, create in regions of the world. Language help express our feelings, desires, and inquiries to the world around us. Gestures and tone are intelligent in union to portray a broad spectrum of emotion. And for what the importance of study foreign language, one of the most rewarding parts of learning foreign language is that it's helping me to make a connection with the people overseas. It is amazing how people perception of American abroad changed when the kids speak the language of the host foreign country. For me, it's immediately transferred the way people perceived me from an outsider to a friend. Even though initially my conversion skills were quickly elementary, it allowed me to build trust me quickly and to establish a stronger relationship with people. In my small way, through the time and result spent to learn foreign language, I was showing honor to the major countries of this language. And for how about the benefit of studying foreign language? To we have to 10 benefits of of learning language. Number one is connect. Number two, advance your career. Number three, fit your brains. Number four, deepen your connection to other cultures. Number five, see the world. Number six, go to the search. Number seven, become a polyglot. Number eight, boost your confidence. Number nine, strengthen your design making. And the last number 10, gain perspective. And for the advantage while learning foreign language, my conclusion is the advantage of learning foreign language are mushroom as the world become increasingly globalist and bilingualism is now perhaps the most usable word skill that ever exist, rather than that just being a native party trick. If you weren't thinking about making a friend to learn a foreign language rather than expecting the world to accommodate that your monolingualist, you are a rare breed in gens. Foreign language study is all about learning how to truly communicate and connect with others, and incredible important life skill that can you be cultivated by interacting with people. And the last is how is someone able to learn a foreign language? My conclusion is they provide a lot of assurance, of course, because in quick of letter to use according to her desired class. However, with the development of the technological era, now a person is also able to learn foreign language with application features that we find on Cosborn or the sophisticated communication tools. Besides that, there are many ways you can do at home to learn English, with daily habits, of course. When we watch foreign film, we can use that to learn the language that is conveyed in the film. There are so many methods that back to ourselves whether we really want to learn or not. Of course, if you want to quickly learn a foreign language, one must be committed to learning. Okay, thank you. That's all my conclusion. Back to moderator.
Okay, thank you for the conclusion. For the operator, can you next to the all right. Thank you. So this discussion was taken from Stan Smith K, the multilingual advantage foreign language as a social skill in a globalized world. And then the benefit of second language study research finding with citation. Then see the importance of culture factor in foreign language teaching. the role of foreign languages in students' education and career expectation, and www.ung.edu, www.goboard.com, www.leadwithlanguages.org, www.mtpr.org, www.quora.com. And then our presentation today explained that learning a foreign language is needed by someone who wants to improve their quality. Moreover, English has become an international language. When someone is able to speak English well, they will have various convenience in various aspects. Mastering a foreign language is able to provide great opportunities in life, both in education and the world of work, business, and communication. Foreign language skills open up opportunities for someone, especially in the era of sophisticated technology like today. They can be more easily recognized when they are able to convey their work to many people. Well, of course, the foreign language that accommodates it can be conveyed to people from various countries. All right, thank you for the groups for giving such a great presentation. May this discussion will give us new knowledge, new experience, and a great value of education. I, Vidya Mukti C, as the Master of Ceremony, would like to say sorry if there's mistake on my group's speech. Well, once again, thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.